All right, question number 1. Andy, if you were 19 right now and a company like 1P or S2 already existed as they do right now, would you work there or would you go start your own stuff?
Look, man, that's kind of a hard question because there's a lot of things that go into this, okay? And I don't want to be discouraging anybody's dreams, but I also think it's my duty to tell you about the reality of that path. Entrepreneurship has been glorified over the last decade or so. Most people think, it would be cool to have a whole bunch of money and, drive some cool cars and have a nice house. And that stuff is really cool, okay? But there is a price to be paid that is very steep for that life. Statistically, 7 to 8% are actually entrepreneurs. 1% of that 7 to 8% make over 7 figures a year. So that's the actual data that we're talking about here. Now, I do not say this to be discouraging. I say this because I want you to make a right decision now, not make a decision that is wrong for you now that you have to correct later. Okay. So I want you to understand, I do nothing else. Okay. I built these companies. I have a great team. My team here is legitimately better than Donald Trump's team. I can promise you that. Okay. So these people are skilled. They are the best. They are smart. And I'm surrounded by lots and lots and lots of them. Okay. I wasn't always. And the path that it's taken me to get here is almost inexplainable if you haven't walked it. I saw a post by Chad Wright yesterday. I actually shared it.
I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, me too. He's amazing. Did you read the post? It talked about how people ask him how he's done all these hard things, like how he ran 100 miles or 200 miles and all this crazy shit that he's done. And he can't really explain it, right? And that's how I feel about business. It's hard for me to explain how hard it is because no matter what I say, you're not going to understand it unless you lived it.
It's relative.
Listen, I've given everything to be here.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a family. I don't have kids. I don't do anything. I don't go out with my friends. I don't party. I don't go on these trips. You don't see me on yachts. It's a different kind of life and it's just not for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what I want to say, because when I try to explain how hard it is, it's not going to do it any real service. It's very, very difficult. And I'm not a moron. Okay. So it was hard for me. And I want to say that way because there's so many people out there that try to tell you it's this glory, fun, amazing. And it is. But that's so little of the equation that to just pursue something for that, I think you won't make it, right? You got to have a bigger purpose. You have to have a bigger, mission. And what I would say, like, if you're asking specifically about myself, I would not want to compete against myself. I'm just being completely honest. I give everything I can to our companies. I'm just getting started. Okay. Like what we've done so far is not where
this ain't it.
No, like a lot of people see, right?
Yeah.
They see the life and they see the car collection and they see the success and the house and the private travel and all these things. And they think, well, fuck, Andy's made it.
Yeah.
But in reality, I haven't even started. And that's what people don't understand. Like I'm in this until the day I die. And my goal is to build iconic brands, Apple, Nike, Google, Facebook, Instagram, okay? Chevrolet, Ford. Like you guys laugh, Amazon. You guys laugh when you hear me say that, but that's who I compare what I do to. So when you think about it like that, you have to realize, people are like, why, Andy, you don't give yourself enough credit. Well, compared to where I want to be, I haven't done anything yet. Okay. And it's not about making the money for me. It's about creating something that actually changes the world. And so if your goal is to get in this business because you see what I have and you think that's cool, you're going to get crushed. and you'll probably get crushed by somebody like me. All right. That's just the reality.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I will say. If you want to start in this industry, there's a lot of obstacles that you will have that I didn't have. Okay. There's supply chain issues. There's ingredient shortages. There's all this shit going on in the world. There is, people are now, unless you have a really good reputation for customer experience already, people are more likely to shop online. There's all kinds of things that I did and this is why I'm so passionate about freedom. Okay. Because a lot of the things I was able to do are no longer available to do. You see what I'm saying? Because our freedoms have started to be restricted over time. That's why I fight so hard for you guys, just like this guy who's 19, who wants to start. And that's why I'm so aggressively pro-freedom, because I want people like this to have the opportunities that I had. And if we keep going down this road, you won't. We have people in this country that pay 60% taxes, bro. That's slavery. You're working more for the government than you work for yourself. All right? So, and that's a whole nother issue. And if you listen to CTI or you listen to some of my other shows, you're going to hear a lot about that. But if you are the kind of person who wants to create and has a mission and has a goal and has a vision, I say go for it. But just understand, like, while you do have technological advantages that I didn't have, you could reach more people faster. There's also things that you don't understand in the back that make this business very difficult. It's not as like cool as what we make it look to be.
Or the frou-frou shit the gurus are selling you.
Yeah, bro. Like, look, dude, all these gurus that you guys listen to, listen. Where's their warehouse? Where's their headquarters? Where are their employees? Where's their products? Where? Don't listen to anybody who ain't built real shit. Otherwise, they're just repeating shit they heard somewhere else, likely from me, okay? And thinking that they're tricking you into thinking they know, when in reality, they don't know shit, all right? And that's a big problem with entrepreneur space right now. So I don't want to discourage anyone. Bro, if you're the kind of person who your whole life, you grew up kind of doing your own stuff, like dude, when I grew up, man, I was always thinking about little ideas. Like I was always thinking like, hey man, I think this will work or that will work. Or I was always like selling baseball cards, or I was selling light bulbs door to door, or those little contests at school, like where you sell like the meats and cheeses. I kicked everybody's ass at that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I am gifted in a lot of ways to I believe this. I believe I have gifts and qualities that lend itself to being an entrepreneur. One of them is I don't do well with authority at all. Okay. So if you're one of these people, and by the way, I was a D student. So like you guys have to understand this. If you're an A student out there and you think that's going to help you with entrepreneur, it's not. Okay. There's just a lot to it. And it's not as cool as what people make it seem. It's very fucking cool. Like, bro, I get to change people's motherfucking lives. Not just from a customer standpoint, like losing weight. I'm talking about, dude, I got employees here that started with me in $7 an hour. They're living in, 7-figure homes, making fucking 7 figures as an income every year. Like, bro, that is fucking changing people's literal family tree trajectory. And like, dude, that is something that is worth all the pain, but you don't get to experience that for 20 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's pros and cons. And if you can get in with a company who is aggressively growing like ours in every single avenue, that is committed, that has ownership committed to creating an iconic company, I would say the choice for most people, and this is statistically backed, is to be a good entrepreneur, right? Get in with a company like that, learn everything you can, become the most valuable person in that company, and you get to still live a somewhat normal life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you need to weigh those things. And if it's something that you just think you got to do, I support you in doing so, but you just have to know what you're signing up for. It's not easy. It's not difficult. You're going to lose a lot of relationships. You're going to be alone most of the time. It's just a different life, dude, that like most people think is one thing and it's really nothing like that. So I'm not going to ever tell someone, hey, you shouldn't do that. And I hope that people will pursue what it is they believe they need to do. But you really do need to ask yourself what you're willing to fucking pay to get where you want to go. Because people who are out there competing, they ain't playing games, bro. This ain't a side hustle.
Right.
This is what I try to tell people.
And a fucking backroom project.
Yeah, bro. When you're trying to do 5 different things and you're in crypto and you got this side hustle and that and this and this and this, I will fucking destroy you if you get in my space.
Yeah.
Because I'm dedicating everything. And that's 20 something years of business experience, relationships, unlimited financial investment opportunity out of my own pocket into my own brands. Like, you are fighting a battle that legitimately is going to be really fucking hard to win. So, yeah, that's my take, man.
Think about it.
Yeah. Like, I think people should really think about what they want from their life. Like, if you want a family and you want to be in Little League and you want to do all this shit, dude, it's really hard to be an entrepreneur at this level and do those things. It's just really fucking hard. Okay. So I'm not trying to discourage anybody. You know, I've dedicated my whole life to helping people understand how to win. I want you to win, but I want you to understand that it's something that you need to really, like, when it comes to that particular question, like you guys see the brand from the outside, you think this is all fun and games. I can promise you, you come here for a day and hang out and see how hard it is that everybody in here goes at, it will change your opinion on how fucking, easy you think it is.